Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central. I'm not sure you're aware of this if you're more PlayStation inclined out there, but the Final Fantasy VII Remake is finally coming to Xbox this week. I happen to know because I own both systems. I have a PS4 too. You know, I played the Remake back in 2020 when it first launched. Now, again, this is the first part remake of a 3-part Final Fantasy VII remake. It's going to be 3 different games when it's done. And so far, Remake Part 1 and Rebirth Part 2 have both come out. This footage here that you're looking at, this is me playing both games throughout time, including footage I just gathered because I felt like playing it again. Why not, man? I really love parts 1 and 2 of this 3-part set. And yeah, the first part's coming to Xbox now for the very first time. I don't know if anybody really cares out there, except that I made a video here, so I hope someone does. It's the Intergrade version, so that you've got the Yuffie stuff, right? And also, if you order soon enough, that is before the end of January 2026, you also get a copy of the original Final Fantasy VII, such as it exists nowadays on Xbox, on console, which is cool. Like, I don't know if you've never played it before. Heck yeah, go for some original FF7, man. I gotta tell you something, when Final Fantasy VII launched, I was a very impressionable 13-year-old young man. I did not experience it right away. It was a few years before I actually got to play it because I didn't own a PlayStation yet. I was 13. I was still rocking the Nintendo 64, okay? When I got a PlayStation though, yeah, I snapped it up and it was amazing. It was like one of the coolest role-playing games. At the time, it probably was the coolest role-playing game ever made because it's really what it is about. It's the characters, it's the depth of the story. Even the original, which is, you know, it's only so long and it's got its issues, and it's definitely really heavy with the random battles, and you know, there's timed turn-based fights. That's not for everybody, all that stuff. But for 1997, oh my god, this thing was just, it was too much. It was too cool, and I appreciated so much when Square decided to finally make that remake. Now, they announced Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first part of this trilogy here that you're looking at. They announced that back in 2015, if you can believe it. So it's been 11 years since they even announced it. So this was going to be like a 20-year project no matter what they did, which is cool, but wow, what an undertaking. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1, it's more enclosed, it's more linear. And it kind of got a little bit of flack from people back at the release in 2020 because it was, the side missions were kind of drudgy a little bit, and you know, some of the thing is that they have to expand the story significantly from that original PlayStation version. So they've added a lot of content. Most of that content is fantastic. Most of it, I never had any issues with the quality of the storytelling or the quality of the play, but some of it was a little drudgy, some of it was a little same. But what you're really talking about with this first part is atmosphere.
My rules.
The city of Midgar, once fully explored, once you've actually cleared this first part here, it's like, I mean, it's mood, man. I think I respond to certain things in games more than I do to other things. Like, yeah, gameplay is important, how much fun I'm having, obviously. The story's fine, but like, it's wish fulfillment, and it's transcendental wish fulfillment.
That was freaking transcendental, Paul McCartney.
With meditation, there's no limit to what we can imagine.
Okay, that's what gaming is to me. It's transcending what I'm experiencing in real life. Just for a little bit, I pick up the controller, I transcend, I transport to another world, and I'm this new character. And so what I really want is a fullness, a depth of world, which is why, you know, every time you open up a game and they take you to the title screen and they show you this grand vista of the world to come that you're about to experience, it's about immersion, right? This game does it better than any game in modern history. And so it is linear because you're only really exploring this one city. On the other hand, that linearity just opens right up once you get to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Part 2, for instance, you get your chocobos and you get to cruise around the world, and there's all these new characters, there's all these great things to explore. The best thing that this Final Fantasy VII Remake does in general, if you ask me, is the basic combat system. It kind of takes a modified third-person, one-for-one action of Final Fantasy 15 and the old turn-based strategy style of the original PlayStation Final Fantasy games, including Final Fantasy VII, right? So you are striking with your sword, you are moving around your targets, you are swapping on the fly between Cloud and Tifa and Barret, right? But you're also issuing commands such as the limit break, such as the power, such as the summon materia that you get to use. It's the best of both worlds. It's the best that the modern era has to provide, in addition to the best that you could have gotten in legacy Final Fantasy titles. And so when they remastered Final Fantasy VII Remake and then they released Rebirth on PS5 natively, it just about cracks it for me. It just about took me to a place I wasn't expecting, and it immersed me and dropped me in a situation that I really had a hard time tearing away from, that I haven't been able to forget either of these games. So I guess if the question is, should I buy Remake? And that's just part 1 with the Yuffie tag-on stuff. And if you get it soon enough, a good old tried and true copy of FF7 as it existed, well, sort of, it's like a passable remaster for $40. That's the USD on it. I would say if you haven't played it, yes, please play this game, and look forward to Rebirth hitting Xbox, as I understand it, later in the year sometime. They haven't put a date on that yet, but look, I mean, I often struggle trying to encapsulate how I feel about games, but truly it's not about experience so much as feel for me. It's both, but you know, if I think about the great games I've ever played in my life, okay, BioShock, man, I don't know, going back to when I was a kid in the 90s, I don't know. I mean, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X. I feel like these two games, and I'm sure the third one will also be excellent. I have no reason to doubt that at this point. I feel as though it'll be the finest Final Fantasy game made, really, since 10, which I felt was like the last of the high point of that kind of PS1, PS2 era. I do love me some Final Fantasy, and I do love me from Final Fantasy VII. It's my favorite set of characters. And again, it is about immersion, and it is about character, and it is about story, and it's about world. And oh yeah, you get to kind of have a modified, active, action-based version of the same turn-based kind of hybrid thing that they did here. Like, it's just too cool of a game. So that's all I really wanted to say. If you haven't played it yet, I think you should get it on Xbox, man. And if you have played it but not enough, or if you just want to see what the Xbox can crank out of it, and you got $40 lying around, I don't know who does that anymore. I'm sure some people do. Not me. I'm gonna go back and play it on my PS5 because that's where I own it. But it's one of the best game experiences I've had in the last 5 years. These two together. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. All right, I'm gonna do you a favor this time and tell you to like and subscribe, and then I'm gonna get out of your hair. And what is it? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII remaster remake drops on January 22nd here in the United States. Thereabouts around the world, probably the same time because it's digital anyway. But there you go. You know what? I love you. I'm not just saying that. It's true. I love you. Goodbye.